Hey guys, it's your girl Ayesha, and today I'm going to be showing you how I made this beautiful galaxy themed tarot card bag charm, and the tarot card I chose to do today was the Chariot. Now, as usual, I'm going to be using products from Sophie and Toffee. I will leave a discount code below for you so that you can go ahead and check that out. I'm using this pigment from their Disney Tsum Tsum box, which came out last year. Now, what I'm doing here is I'm just brushing on the black mica powder. If you have eyeshadow, you can use this as well. I'm fully aware that we didn't get any pigments in the tarot card box, so if you want to use eyeshadow or maybe like a drop of acrylic paint to color your resin, then you can also do that. But in this instance here, I'm using mica powder. So here I am now mixing together a purple and also a blue, and I'm using the most gorgeous glitter. This came from the blowout box last month. I'm using the darker hollow version, and I'm just putting a little bit of that into the blue. I wanted there to be different textures in this sort of night sky that I'm creating. I wanted the blue to be slightly darker, so I added in just one drop of the dark blue transparent clear dye, and I'm just sort of swirling it around in the mold. I want it to be as random looking as possible because, let's just face it, space just looks infinitely random, doesn't it? Like everything is everywhere, but it's still so beautiful. I noticed that there was a small little air bubble hole there on the side, so I just took care of that with one drop of UV resin, and then I very carefully cut out the holographic film. These are incredibly close together, so just be careful when you're cutting them out. After doming it, what I then did was I used the UV varnish sealer that came in the blowout box last month, and then I very carefully placed on the holographic film. You've got to do this really slowly because you don't want to be trapping any more air bubbles underneath. And then I just glossed over that and it looks so pretty. I then basically did exactly the same thing on the other side, but please bear in mind, I am speeding this up by like 8 times. It was so slow. Like I took about at least 30 seconds to place that film on. So you've got to be really slow and very careful with it. Next, what I'm doing here is I'm adding on some cute little gems and some stars and some moons, and you know, just something just to add a little bit more dimension, a little bit more texture to the card. Once that was all done, I then domed the piece. I drilled a hole in the top of the card, added in a tiny little drop of UV resin to the eye screw, screwed it in, and then I sealed the top of it again with some more clear UV resin. Now it's time for me to make the super cute little chariot charm, so I'm just using the leftover resin that I had, and once that had cured, I used my Arteza gold acrylic marker to add in some extra details. You'll notice that I use this silicone tool here quite a lot. I use it for stirring, I use it to place my glitters individually or sometimes my sprinkles, but I also use it to hold my charms in place when I'm doing stuff like this, because otherwise it just moves around quite a lot and it can be quite frustrating. You'll actually see later on in this video that I start doming this piece, but I forget to use the silicone tool, and you'll see it just starts spinning around all over the place. So it definitely is something very handy for you to have. I will leave a link in the description box below so that you can check out exactly where I got it from. See, there you go, Spinny McSpin face, just swinging around there all over the place. Yeah, try and get yourself a silicone tool if you can. So here I am now just attaching some cute little embellishments just to add to the whole cosmic vibe. And there you have it, my darlings. The bag charm is finished. I just drilled a hole into the star and hooked a little jump ring through there. Now this is actually a gift from my darling friend Linda. She's quite into tarot cards, and I chose this one specifically because it was to do with triumph and direction and willpower and all those good things. So I'm sending you some good vibes, my darling. If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to subscribe so that you don't miss the next one. Take care, my darlings, and I'll see you all soon. Bye.